something that will make you to want to be more and do more. And when we're talking about wanting to be more and do more, we are talking in the area of positivity, positive vibes alone. And you are on to the program, The Young and Talented. So today, we're going to be having a discussion centered around whether or not compulsory or mandatory work experience should be required before any form of employment.
Maximum Impact Global TV.
So I have with me
Omale favorite.
and
Yakubu Julia.
okay. So should work experience be mandatory or compulsory before someone is employed?
No,
How so?
it should not.
Okay.
Okay, look at it from my angle.
Mhm.
If everybody to be employed should have work experience in that particular field, tell me, will skills not be downgraded?
Okay.
How will geniuses rise?
Okay.
Because you are asking for work experience. Someone started that job.
Okay.
The person who started it. You see, I have this question I always want to ask. We're in a world of academics and all this. But you know that somebody started it. Who was the person that taught that person to start it? So there's always an origin. And there being
Okay.
an origin should give rise for the, bringing out of skills, letting passion succeed, and then letting new rise always be on a go. Because there are people who have the skill, because they have not been formally enrolled in a renowned organization. They now say, okay, even if you can do it, you don't have a background, you don't have a name. For that reason, you are disqualified, which is very, very wrong.
So in your own take now,
In my own take,
work experience should not be emphasized.
it should not be mandatory. It should not be emphasized. So long as the person can do it, there is skill.
Okay.
The person can.
The person should just have the basic skills.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter whether that person has done it for X, Y, and Z years before. That's
Yes.
your own angle now.
Yes, you see, but the way we are trying to say it,
No, I'm only asking.
Yeah.
I'm asking for a friend.
You are asking for a friend. Let the friend understand the point exactly.
And yes, that's what I'm
That
saying
it
from
is
your own
not-
point now.
Yes, it should not be mandatory.
Okay.
Yes, because what is needed is the person has some level of skills that it can start up with, and then it can be broadened as time goes on.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Broadening as time goes on, it means that the person can learn on the job. That's what you're telling my friend that is asking.
I'm not
now.
saying learn on the job. I say improve on the job.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can improve on the job.
Yes.
All right, Julia. Should work experience be mandatory or compulsory before giving somebody an employment?
Yes, work experience should be mandatory because it helps prepare you for the real work. It helps you boost your confidence and it helps you improve in the skills.
Okay.
Your skills.
It should be mandatory.
Yeah, it should be
You
mandatory.
see, sorry, let me chip in a little.
Okay.
You say it should be mandatory because it helps you prepare for the real work. Are you not saying that the job you are doing or the work you are doing at that moment is not real?
I'm not saying
That's
it's
unfair.
not real. At least before you get the job, you have little experience on what you are going to do, and it will help you work better.
It helps you work better. I think the page that you are not seeing is this. You are only starting at a lower level. That doesn't mean they are giving you an experience. The work is real. The job you are doing is real. So the experience is not the counting
You are
factor.
starting on a lower level to aim on a higher level later.
Exactly. So the work experience is not what guarantees the job. The job is the person can do it. So work experience should not be mandatory. Let the person start at
How
his
would you
level.
know you can do it when you don't have an experience?
Okay.
Good. I went to a school.
Awesome.
And in the school we do practical. After
Work
spending
experience, it's not
Okay.
everything they teach you in school.
yes.
You have to learn on your own.
Yes.
That's why after they finish teaching you in school, they will refer you back to books and research. So work experience.
Thank you. Let me cut it short. I want to ask a practical question. We were taught in school X and Y. Can you tell me a particular office whereby you sit down on your desk to find X or look for Y.
But were they missing in the first place? I'm just asking for a friend.
According to our teachers in school, they are
Okay.
missing, and we've been looking for them. But I want to tell that you can apply the knowledge in your calculation, in your research, in your
Okay.
mentality, and they drive you to a goal.
Knowledge is not everything. Experience
Knowledge
to
is
be
not
added to
everything.
the knowledge.
You see, people keep saying that experience is the best teacher, and I defer to that. You know
How
why?
so? No, please tell us.
Experience is the best teacher for those that succeed and come out alive. What if you lose your life? What are you saying? So it is not everybody that had an experience that came out to share the experience.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay,
So
that's your own take.
that's the take on it.
That's why you feel experience is not the best teacher.
Experience is the best teacher to those that have the life to share it.
Okay.
Yes,
So
that's
what
what
will
I
make
say.
you to go and
So
do
what
something
I'm
now that will
saying,
make you lose your life?
what can make you lose your life?
So
Why
why
would
would
you
you
go and do
That's what she's
something
asking. Why would
that
you
will
go and
make
do
you lose
something
your
you know
life?
that thing ultimately is going to unalive you in the area of saying you just want to go and gain experience? That's what she's asking.
Thank you. There are many things that actually happen.
Okay.
Yes.
That are the factors that can influence
Yes.
someone's
You
behavior
know,
in that area.
somebody can say, don't do this, don't do this. And then they tell the story of another person that did it and didn't succeed.
Okay.
The person did not have the experience, but he had the knowledge.
Can you give
Okay.
us examples of
Okay. They tell you armed robbery is not good.
why
And
would you want to go and
listen,
experience?
calm down. And they tell that armed robbers or those who did such bad deeds, their lives is cut short. That is, they die before their time. They are unalive, untimely.
Okay.
The person telling you, was it the one shot? Did he have the
Okay.
experience of a bullet in the head or in the heart and he's telling you? No, but he had the knowledge. So knowledge is very, very good. You can't neglect it.
You.
It's a practical example I'm giving you.
It's
There's
not,
no
the
note to
example
this.
is not example.
Okay, okay.
So your example is not exempling enough.
Okay, I will give you another one.
All right.
I have a blind friend, and he said that
No, visually impaired.
oh sorry, visually impaired.
Yeah.
It's challenge in the
Just use
vision.
visually impaired.
So he said something. He said that as someone who is visually impaired, every vision is black. Every vision is black. I have the knowledge. Do I have that experience? No. But I'm telling you now that someone who is visually impaired, their world is dark. Will you argue it? I have the knowledge. You can't neglect knowledge. So if someone has the knowledge, after being through practicals, I've laid my hands to do it. You're not telling me I should work for another person at a minor rate, or I should work with the let me say a lower class. You know, money is involved.
Okay.
You will be paid lesser than the skill you have.
You're just telling me money is involved.
Yes.
You'll be paid lesser.
Lesser than the skill you have at the moment.
Okay.
And you know that this skill is something you can carry out, but they tell you because you don't have a renowned background,
Okay.
a renowned name in the industry, that does not quantify you. And that's why a lot of things are going wrong in our nation or in our world.
Okay, so I would ask now, this is to both of you. Do you think that Seaways, right? And or NYC experience counts or should count as work experience after somebody graduates? Do you think that should count?
Yes, it should count because
Why?
it's an experience. You are going to be taught.
Do people
during-
actually gain
Yes.
from that?
Yes. That's if you want to.
Okay, you went through one.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so what did you actually gain from your own time during the time when you had your Seaways?
My school, we are not into practical.
Okay.
So during my CWAs, we did strictly practical.
Okay.
So I learned.
When you say you did strictly practical, in what area? Because we want the person that is listening to know what you learned during that time that you did not learn, in theory when you were in school. You may not mention the place, but you can mention what they are into and what you were able to learn or gain as an experience.
I did my IT at a radio station. We edited programs. We air programs on air. We also
No, Continue.
Okay, we anchored programs. I learned how to use the console,
Okay.
because in my school we had none, because we don't have a studio yet in my school.
Mhm.
I learned how to use the equipment in the studio.
Basically, being a studio animator.
Animator, yes.
Okay, because I know that those are the ones that are in the background. They're the ones that tell you when you need to go on break, when you need
yes.
to come back, and the particular song, all of that to be, cue in before you do
Program.
all of that. So you actually learned how to do all of that,
Yes.
and that was like a practical experience for you.
Yes,
So with that now, would you say is enough for you to go into the media when somebody requires or when there is an opening in that area? Would you say that particular experience now can count
yes.
for you to be employed? Okay, so you two, you've done your NYC.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you say that should serve or should be taken in place of experience for someone to be employed? And what did you learn like during your time of NYC?
Okay, you see, for this question, I will give two answers to it.
Okay.
Yes, the NYC can count or should count for a year experience, but it does not in all cases.
All right. How so?
Yes. So because, for instance, I read hospitality, and
Mm.
if it is in some places, or at the case should be, I should have served in maybe hospitality industry, one of their industries also.
Okay.
But I served in a school
Mm.
as a secondary school teacher. I'm not regretting it. It's an experience, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a service to humanity, I know, but considering our topic today, and if I'm submitting my letter for probably to a hotel,
Yeah.
or some of these places we want to go for, would they take teaching as an experience to it?
Okay, they will say it does
It
not
does not tally,
translate
yes,
directly to that particular role they want to take you
yes.
for. Okay.
So you want to be a chef, for instance, and you are coming as someone who has taught for a year or so.
And it was even chemistry or biology you thought, and you want to be a chef. No, I'm only asking for a friend. and they'll be asking how does that, translate
Yes.
into that.
Yes. So it does not really count as an experience, but the nation can make it better if they will allocate people directly to what suits their cause and help them level up. Because like she said, I agree with her on that note. If you are in such place like that, it will actually help your skills, bring you to updates, and you will really, really have enough to communicate to your advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
So in all of this now, there are pros and the cons, and advantages and the disadvantages, benefits and no benefits of having work experience and not having work experience.
Yes.
I know that if you have work experience, it could be in the area of the basic skills. It will actually be a huge advantage. It will be valuable, not just to you, but to the establishment you are entering.
Yes.
That's number one. The other hand, I know that when people come in and they don't have work experience, they can endanger themselves in that job and even endanger the office that they are going to work in. So in all that we are saying is there should be a balance. First of all, when people have the basic skills that are required for somebody to carry out that task, I think that they should be employed.
Yes.
Because for every office, I know that one of the offices that I worked with the other time, an international organization, and they have this, I would call it their best practice is when you come into that office, even if you have had 100 years working experience, you will still undergo a training, an orientation to bring you to speed. Why? Because they will tell you that previous experience that you had working with those persons, that it might not fit in all together in what they require you to do.
Yes.
And they will tell you that they are not looking for a certain age. That is why in that establishment is an international, organization. They will tell you in that establishment, that's where you still see 60, 70 years old working. They will tell you as long as you have the basic skills, if you have prior knowledge or experience of that, come in, because even if, like I tell you, even if it's 100 years experience you've had before, when you come in,
They must be trained.
you will be trained, because you will be trained in a way that suits their own work practice. And they will tell you that age is not, should not be
A barrier.
not just a barrier, it should not be one of the, like a key requirement. For certain establishment, they will tell you you have to be 20 years old with 10 years working experience. And that 20 years old, you should be a graduate.
Yes.
And you're not wondering, 20 years old, already a graduate, which is possible in some cases. But now, how would that 20 years old now already have like 10 years experience?
Yes.
Okay. Now, but this other establishment I'm talking to you, alongside some others, they will tell you that somebody can be 50 and still be very efficient in that work or task that they are doing than even a 25-year-old.
Yes.
So you see, in all of this, what they are looking for is the basic skills, and they are still going to train you on that. So if establishments should know that, okay, let the person come, let's test the person's knowledge on the basic skills. From there, the person would now still be given the task as they are going to train the person. So this is where we are drawing the balance today. Whether or not there should be work experience, there should not be work experience, we already know that you must have at least basic knowledge of that certain task or responsibility before you get into an office. I mean, it's just like somebody now who is going to purchase a car. Before you learn how to drive, you should go to a driving school. And if you don't go to that driving school and you do not know how to drive before then, you can endanger yourself, not just yourself, but other people that are going to be plying that road. And it's just still like in the case of a little child too, that is not of age, you just take a child. You just take a car and give to that child. You are not doing that child any good. So this is where we are drawing the balance to this today. Work experience is very, very necessary because of the importance. But making it compulsory or mandatory is where people, try to say, let's have a balance. Because we know that there are some persons that, in the medical line, by the time they go to, I think that stage is their clinicals, their practice. Yes. Whatever they do there, when they finish, they go for NYC, they come in, counts as work experience for them. So why can't we, just like you said, if somebody is able to do their IT or NYC in that field that relates to what they study, yes, at least for 1 year, or if the IT is going to be for 6 months, there's no way when you come into an organization, you are working 6 months, that you are not going to gain some certain experience, just like Julia said, except the person was not serious why they went there to do that work. So this is our conclusion today. It's very important to have basic knowledge and the skills of the practice you want to go into. But that you do not know it at all and you want to go in, even you that is listening to me now, is it fair? Is it fair? You have not gone to the theater. They just come, they bring somebody to you. That time you now say, you are a surgeon. You that is looking at me now, is it fair? You have never thought 1 + 1 is 2, and you don't know that is 2 in the practical. You just go, you gather students together, you say you want to teach them chemistry or even physics.
Imagine.
Is it fair? We are looking at it now. You have not even learned to boil water in the house. And you apply, you said they should make you head chef. And you want to even be picking the menu.
Imagine.
No, now we are asking, is it fair?
Of course not.
Is it fair? Even as we are trying to make a case. Julia, is it fair? Now you have not driven a car before, not even a tricycle within your compound. And because you hear that this job is paying 500,000 naira per month and it's a driving job, you go and apply. Is it
Favorite
fair?
said you use your knowledge to drive the car.
No, of course, that's the balance she's striking. I
No,
don't,
no, they say, so in this case now, she
No.
because you don't, okay, I have an idea that the key should be put here. So you use your knowledge now. to drive
sorry,
the car.
that's
No,
why
we're
I
asking
say you have the knowledge.
you. Okay.
Having the knowledge means you possess some level of skills.
So there's
That's
skill in driving
that's the
car.
underlying meaning.
No.
Don't get
No,
me
no, no,
wrong.
no,
Don't-
this one.
Don't get me
That
wrong.
my friend that is asking this question now, he say, Kai, no, favorite, there's something here.
Then-
Knowledge means that you have the underlying
Okay,
skill.
wait, knowledge. I know that.
Knowledge does not translate to skills.
Mhm.
Let me
Wait.
come into this.
Wait, calm down.
Knowledge does
Wait,
not
calm down.
automatically
When you
translate
go
to skills.
when you go to driving school, what do they
At
impart
this
in
point,
you?
you're not going to driving school. They are just giving you the car key and telling you take and go
Sorry,
and
work
drive.
experience does not count as when you are learning. Hope you get it. Work experience means either from the period of your learning, after your learning, or during your learning, you actually have something, a backup, an organization, an employer before the time of where you are. It
Favorite.
doesn't mean when you are
What
learning.
we are saying now is
Yes.
somebody, because they
No,
So-
the question she put to me is wrong, and I won't take it.
you're not taking it.
I'm not taking it.
You're not taking it. She will sitting.
No, I'm not taking
But
it.
would you take it standing?
I can stand up and still won't take it. Because
Did I miss the question?
yes,
What was the question again?
she said that the person has the. I said the person has the knowledge,
Uh-huh.
but I never said the person should not learn. I only say that
Okay.
work experience
So
should
what
not.
is skill?
Uh-huh.
Wait,
what
That's
is
what I'm saying.
skill?
Knowledge is not the skill.
sorry. Let's just leave it and get your question straight.
Okay.
Mhm.
She said knowledge is
I
not the
never
skill.
said that learning is out of the equation. I
Okay.
only said that work experience should
Mm.
not be the basic criteria for employment. So the
Okay.
person can go and learn to drive. So he can be employed.
Learning on the job. The person has
He's
not
not
driven
learning
before.
on the
You
job.
say you want to come and drive
He's not
madam
learning
or
on the
oga.
job.
Okay.
You go to a driving school, you are put through.
Okay.
So you
And
can move the car basically. you fly the road before.
you move the car.
The friend
Favorite.
you know what it means.
Favorite,
I
you
won't
move
take
the
it.
car. Like you move the car just because you can move the car.
Okay,
No, I'm
wait,
asking for a friend.
wait, you're asking for a friend.
Okay.
Let's even be more practical.
Yes.
There are people in the village in suburb town
Mm.
that learn without going to driving school.
Yeah.
Will you say that knowledge is not useful?
No,
Would you allow that kind of person to drive you?
Why will I not? Some of the
Okay.
drivers driving taxis on the road, and officers stop them, show us your driving license, show us this. Do they show it? They don't even have it,
But
but
at
they
least they
drive well.
learned. They were taught by somebody.
They
That's
were
the
taught by
point.
somebody, and that's it. But this person does not have the certificate, and then you tell the person, what is your work experience?
The
Okay.
experience is the
He will
learning
tell you
now.
orally and has nothing to show. Organizations will not take it. And that's
Okay.
why in your CVs, you write it and you also show your evidence. That's what work experience counts.
Okay. So in all of this, dear viewer, what we're saying here is whatever it is that you want to do,
Yes.
don't endanger your life.
Uh-huh.
Ensure that at least you have the basic skills, even if it's that certification, because we're still going to talk about certification now and the skills to match up with certification. Because the other time, the person was telling me, I need a job. And the person was saying, I can talk. And I'm like, you can talk just because it's media, you need a job, you can talk. It's not all about I can talk. You can be talking. The person you're talking to, you're not passing anything meaningful to the person. For that person, you are not talking. It's not everybody that is talking that is talking.
You don't even know the code.
You know? It's not everybody that is talking that is talking. So what we're saying is ensure that there is a value. That is what we say this program is the young and talented. Because we know that there is a lot in that young person's mind that if it's fine-tuned and it comes out, that young person will be able to stand and compete favorably home and abroad. Because we know that in this country, Nigeria, if you're talking about talent and skills that are raw, that you can refine and take into practicality for things that are valuable and useful, we have it here. So that is why on this program, everything is centered around motivation, inspiration, positivity in that area that positions you well and that enables you to give to the society positively. We emphasize positively because you can be making impact and progressing erroneously.
Yes.
So many errors. But you see, if that's which you are bringing out, it can be harmful and hurtful to you, and you will chest it. You will see there is no problem. But the society will ultimately pay the price. Who is the society? That next person that is to you. Who is the society? Even somebody from your household. Take, for instance, the person has not gone through the process of learning to produce medication. And the person say, oh, I just know that if you combine this, the person puts it together. The person doesn't think that the place they are taking it to sell, there could be an emergency. A family member can have headache and they will rush to go and buy that medicine and the family member takes it. So is that not why they say what goes around
Comes
around? So prepare yourself. Have some training. Even if you don't have a certification. But I tell you, if you are able to demonstrate that skills for the organizations that prioritize skills over certification, they will take you. Because a certification is supposed to be
a backup,
an endorsement that you actually have learned something and you have that skills. So if you have a certification, you don't have the skills to back it up. You that you are looking at us here, is it fair? You are a first class graduate and you cannot even defend that result. You are in that office, bearing first class. Is it fair? Meanwhile, somebody was denied that first class just because they didn't do one or two things. They didn't buy birthday gifts for somebody, or they didn't buy, diaper for somebody's child, or the person did not allow them to do funny things with them because of math. The person is giving, let my people go pass, and the person is able to do things, impact in the society. You and that person with your first class certificate, there is no way you can be placed on the same pedestal. So it's all about a life of value and positive impact. Think about it. So this is where we're going to be drawing the curtain today on this program, The Young and Talented, coming to you from Maximum Impact Global Television. Julia, trivia time.
Fun time.
If you think you will not say fun time, you don't choose for it's not true. Okay. I'll ask you. I am something
okay,
that indicates a behavior that brings hurt or harm. Also within me, or I still come along with an animal as something that indicates dishonesty. I indicate harm or hurt to some, indicate harm or hurt. Then I come along with an animal and something that indicates dishonesty. So what am I?
That is.
Okay. Is that your final answer? Give you another try. Try again. Try again. Try again.
Something that indicates hurt.
And you said thought is hurt anybody.
Torture.
That's your last is bullying. BULL. Bull. YING. Lying. That indicates dishonesty, and I still come with.
I was thinking it as tortoise. When you take the toe.
Okay. Okay.
Animal.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. The second one. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Julia, this is your trivia. I am a means of transportation. Within me is something that is edible.
Camel.
Okay. Camel. Means of transportation. we think camel is something that is edible. I give you another 1, 2, 3, and your time is
Horse.
up. No, boat. BOAT. Within boat, you have OAT, which is your oatmeal. Answer! You know this trivia.
I was thinking.
Were you thinking?
No, I had this
Yes,
one like
so-
water transport, but
Then you should be able to. Okay. The day you see this trivia, so anybody that is able to get this trivia will be getting at least 500 naira airtime. At least. It can go beyond there. So this is where we draw the curtain today. Of course, you know that this trivia is coming to you from Maximum Impact Global Television. And of course, the program is Young and Talented. So until next time, my name is
Maximum Impact Global
Abodoya.
TV. From every home
Yakubu
to
Jr.
every voice.
Bye-bye.
From leadership to the rising generation. From talent to transformation. This is where stories live. This is where impact begins.